Hey writers, hope you're having a great day. I just wanted to come in and double check to see if there are any questions that you have about the coming of age rough draft that you're working toward. And I also wanted to reiterate a couple of things that will hopefully make this process a little bit easier for you. So right now you are working on your coming of age rough draft that you will be submitting by Thursday night at 11:59 p.m. And I know students in the past have been concerned that what they've been prepared to hand in at this stage is not a story that they are completely in love with. Maybe they're still over on the word count, or they just haven't found an ending that they feel really suits their piece yet. And I want to remind you that at this stage, all you're submitting to me is a rough draft. We're still going to go through a peer editing process. We're still going to have opportunities for self-editing. So if you're going to submit this by the deadline and you're thinking, this is not my favorite thing I've ever written, there's still going to be plenty of opportunity to revise. What I am looking for at this stage, though, is to make sure that you've done some reflection on the elements that we've discussed in this unit. Remember, this is kind of like a culminating activity to the things we've talked about. So I want to make sure that it's clear that you've gone back and reviewed plot development and character development, showing and telling, using images and language that are going to conjure vivid imagery for your reader. So it should be clear to me that you've gone back and reviewed those things, and you have an understanding of the importance of these elements of fictional writing that help to bring the piece to life for your reader. And that will also be an element on the rubric for your final draft. Other than that, the things that I'll be looking for throughout the rest of this process are the quality and amount of feedback that you're providing to your peer editors after you've submitted your rough draft. Is it clear that you've gone through the self-editing process carefully after this rough stage? So are you taking into consideration the feedback you've been provided, as well as looking over to make your own changes? And is it clear that you're incorporating elements of the course and understanding of the lessons into your writing? So again, tons of time to be making those changes, to be incorporating those lesson elements. And so if you're not loving it, don't stress. You're still going to have the opportunity to make it what you want it to be. If you do have further questions or concerns, please feel free to send me a page or email if you need some help. I'd be happy to give you some feedback or to help you to better understand the assignment. My only suggestion at this point is don't leave it to the last minute. Once you've submitted your rough draft, I'll start giving you deadlines about who you're going to be peer editing with and when you need to have that peer editing done in order to have the final draft wrapped up. And then that's it. That's our last major unit for the course. We don't cover a lot of ground because we do that voting so that you have the opportunity to choose what you wanted to focus on. After we're done this particular assignment, then you guys will be moving on to a culminating activity, and then we have the final exam. So we're really into the thick of it now, and I totally understand at this point, especially in grade 12, it's so easy to just think, I'm just done. I'm done being at school. I'm done working on the stuff. I've got my acceptances in a lot of cases. So that can be a common trap for grade 12s, especially in this course when there is still work to be done. So I would just ask that you dig deep, find that last bit of effort to get this last bit of work done, and then that's it. That's all. Again, if I can be a resource for you, if you need any suggestions, if you need any answers, please feel free to let me know. Otherwise, we'll get this finished, we'll get through that culminating activity, and I'll start to give you information about the exam. In the meantime, I'm just going to be here churning out feedback for you guys, getting marks back to you as quickly as possible. So feel free to send me those pages or emails, and I'll get them back to you ASAP. Have a great day, guys. Take care.